What? Let's see if that works.
But then eventually I was just like, I can't do this. It's like I need like the freedom. I need to be able to drive myself. So I started learning how to fly helicopters, and then I was like, all right, well, this is just ridiculous. It's like we have the security team driving me to my helicopter that I then go fly away. It's like that makes no sense. It's like let's get a car.
It's kind of Batman. It's almost as a Batman vibe, but I guess it is true because then you're just by yourself out there.
What do you mean?
Or will you take somebody with you in the
Oh,
car?
no. In the car or the helicopter?
In the helicopter.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, there we go. Now I have audio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild, though.
Yeah.
But I guess a chopper would get you somewhere pretty quick, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good tool to have in the arsenal.
Well,
Yeah.
it
No,
is.
it's
You're like a
California.
damn
Cool.
emperor, dude. Does that feel
What do
like
you guys think?
Man, it's like I feel like
I think we could
I wish
also.
they did what I wanted them to do.
There
It's
we
like,
go.
that'd be-
Now I
that'd
have
be fun,
audio.
But in the meantime, you can have some fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
If I had a chopper, I'd
I have a Rode
you know what I would have. I would
Lav
have a tunnel.
right here.
Even that shit came right back up next to where it started.
I do have an underground.
You really?
Put it right here.
What do you guys think?
So,
I think we could also. There's this whole thing where people were like, about how
and then I'm using an Insta360, which is
situation, but
the old
Oh, wow. Is that
Insta360 1X2.
There's more water, right?
So it's the old one.
basically what you just said. It's sort of a tunnel that just goes.
I'm using it as a webcam into my USB.
It's a good place to hide a little bit of dough. That's what I would say, dude. Those are the good. That's what I
Probably
would do
close the
anyway,
doors, but
You and I defer then.
yeah. So you've never used
Insta360.
I don't know. Dare
What's up, Brad?
When I was in third grade, it's like
Farmer
I don't know,
Brad.
there's all this stuff about how it like how
Drop
it
your
backfired
merchandise
and, like,
link
just
in the
took bloody
comments
drugs. For me,
for
it,
shirts you do have in
really
stock.
scared me. It's like, I don't know. I don't like any of that
But,
stuff. It's like, a friend will show up
turn
in my
that
car,
down.
It's like getting.
So, I'm in the van cast, but I have the YOLO Live tablet, which is like my video encoder, and then I have, I'm gonna turn that off, the YOLO Live tablet for my video encoder, so it takes in all my video sources, and then I'm using the 1X2 as a webcam, which is kind of cool back here because I can lean with it or I can rock with it. Maybe. So that's cool. And then I just now finally got my Rode mics to work. It's been a fun project. I was closing, but whatever. This little van's been a fun project, but it's basically I am on Elon's internet, so right here we do have the satellite with the Starlink, and for my computer I have a pocket computer from Intel, which I probably wouldn't try to edit anything on. I wouldn't try to edit video or edit photos on, but it's great to pull up YouTube. It's great to pull up like property lines, and have Theo Von pulled up this past weekend, and I can kind of show you. We can go split screen. Well, you can kind of see it, but so yeah, this is really cool. And for full transparency, I am not down by the river right now in my little van. I'm in my driveway, which is far from the river, and I do not have candy in here. If anyone has candy suggestions for my van, please shoot them my way. It cannot be candy that melts, obviously, but yeah, I'm watching.
I never thought like
So Theo Von
cars doing until I saw
had Zuckerberg on.
and I was
So
like, this seems like a lot to me.
Fuckerberg.
You know, that's where the future's really
Waiting on
gonna
my
be.
Facebook to shut off.
It's like that. We're like, well, what are they doing?
I haven't seen the Mike Rowe one.
Probably just waiting to pick people people up.
I did.
But they'd have to do
My
it for the
favorite
group behind an
podcast
idea.
that Theo has done, Brad, is the one with Kat
That's
Von D.
true. And, well, it just seemed,
I'm not going to defend
It's
it.
like two of the
Okay.
perfect humans ever,
It just seemed like an interesting place
just
to meet up.
mashing it up.
Yeah,
And then today, dude, today, I don't know if you've seen it, but
I think it was like sponsored by DraftKings or
they've
something.
taken all the Theo Von podcast clips and made them into little
Yeah, I was like, it's
babies
like
lip
$40
syncing,
you'll
and that's
never
just
get
scary
when
as
you
hell.
go in. And it was like, this seems
As the doors lock, it's like picks up speed.
yeah. And why are all the Waymos white too? I'm like, this is, I don't know. I just think we gotta start to diversify the portfolio. I feel like a little, you know.
Yeah.
Which one's hard to watch?
So let me switch topics. Sorry, sometimes I get a little bit nervous. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way that you're less nervous than me.
Let me think about how you said that.
Yeah. Let me think about that too. Did I?
Hair
More
dull.
nervous. More nervous. Yeah. See, I didn't even say it
I
correctly.
feel like I'm doing
Really? Oh, but
recon,
I think that's
like
a trap. I think
Chicago
that-
Fire.
all right,
Zucker
yeah, no, I
isn't
think I'm
relatable
listening.
through most of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Wake up.
Zuckerberg,
I
bro,
know, that's how I
Zuckerberg
feel
is
all the
such
time.
a fence
I feel
jumper.
What does that mean?
Like,
I just feel like I'm always.
as soon as election happened and
You know? I don't know. I just
Trump
think
was
I've always
elected,
felt
whether
like I
you
always
wanted
felt
him
like
elected,
frenetic,
wanted
you know?
Kamala
It's like,
elected,
how do I
whatever,
get
but
things to calm
soon
down
as
so I
that
can
happened,
get
bro,
things to amp up?
he started
Like, I'll even wear
dressing
earplugs a lot of
gangster
the
and
day now, and it makes things a lot
hollering
easier.
about freedom of speech on
It just
Facebook.
makes everything
He was on Joe
easier.
Rogan,
It makes it easier if I'm doing
looking like a
silence, you know,
thug
my
and trying to
eyes
be
back working out,
accepted.
any of
It
those
was
things,
hilarious.
makes it everything.
You wear earbuds in the.
He right now he's
Wear
got
earplugs.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Have
I
you
wear
called
them
his
plus, it just
hotline?
makes everything a lot easier.
called whose hotline?
Ready to win some real cash during the basketball playoffs.
Oh
Check
my
out
god.
Pick 6 from DraftKings. When it comes to basketball payouts, DraftKings Pick 6 posterizes the competition. Hit all your picks and score higher minimum payouts on Pick 6.
No, I don't know. I didn't see
Plus
that.
even more
I liked it
cash
when
if you
Theo
outscore
had
the competition. Pick 6 is available in most states.
well, like
including
Kat Von D,
Missouri,
but
California, Texas, Georgia, and more.
he's such a cool
I like
human.
to pick Kevin
He was
Durant,
actually in Richmond, Indiana,
Dracula,
a few months ago.
and more than 22 points. Or sometimes I'll pick Nervous Snowbonis Bradick and more than 11
Oh, for real?
rebounds. It's up to you. New players get 50 in Pick 6 credits instantly on just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings.
I don't know
Pick
what
6
kind of
app
voicemail I would
now
leave him.
and use code Theo. That's code THEO.
I guess that we could tell him to come back to Firehouse Barbecue.
Get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Make sure to be responsible. Hi everyone. So I've been telling you guys about MoonPay for a while now, right?
He does.
And honestly,
He draws out real
myself
interesting
because it's
perspectives.
just that good.
I think he's
You've heard
that
me
far
talk
out
about
there.
the MoonPay app.
He makes
For
people
good
think.
reason. It's incredibly user-friendly for buying and selling crypto. But today I want to share more about what makes MoonPay so cool. MoonPay powers the entire
Like now he's talking about
world of
MoonPay.
crypto. Some people say they are the PayPal of crypto because just like you could use PayPal to buy anything on the internet, now you can use MoonPay to buy anything in crypto. And while we're on the subject of cool MoonPay partners, you've definitely got to check out Uniswap. It's your go-to decentralized exchange where swapping tokens is as easy as pie. And guess what? You can use MoonPay to buy more crypto for your swaps. Whether you're a newbie or a seasoned pro, Uniswap lets you trade directly from your wallet, keeping things smooth and simple. Remember, while MoonPay makes buying crypto straightforward, it's essential to do your own research and understand the risks involved. Crypto trading can be volatile, and you could lose your investment. MoonPay is a tool to facilitate your transactions, not a source of financial advice. Trade responsibly. You dropped out of college, right?
Yeah.
And Alexander Wang, he came on one time. We were talking about him earlier, but he had dropped out of college also. Is that do you think people need?
Go get it, buddy.
still, or-
Hey, did you have
'cause it's
Brad?
just,
Before you
know,
leave,
the
do you
creative
have
guys who are heavily
the
it says
smart
that they didn't go to
controller
college.
that has
Do you feel
HDMI
like people
out.
still need college? What do you feel like that looks like for now in the future?
You might have
I
already
don't know, I
left.
mean, college. There's a question of how much of it is about the learning and how much of it is about the kind of like learning how to be a grown up before you kind of go out into the world. I mean, for me, it's like the classes were fine. I mean, that was fun, sort of entertaining part of college. But I mean, I met a lot of people who are really important in my life, right? It's like, I mean, Priscilla, my co-founders at the company, a bunch of people who are still friends, close friends to this day. So I think that's almost more of it than like whatever class you took.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's just that's social. It's learning to be around others, learning to not be at your parents'
Yeah,
house.
yeah, and I mean, and I went to boarding school for 2 years, and then before I went to college for 2 years. So I feel like even though I dropped out of college, I
Later, Brad.
kind of got a full experience in a way on that. But it was good. I feel like you just like you need some time kind of away from home a bit before you like fully go out. But so I don't know. I think that'll be a thing. But I do think like a lot of people. I'm not sure that college is preparing people for like the jobs that they need to have today. I mean, I think that's like there's a big issue in that, and like all the student debt issues are like really big issues. I mean, the fact that college is it's just so expensive for so many people, and then like you graduate and you're in debt.
Well, you're not even guaranteed a job either. You would
No,
think
yeah.
at a certain rate you're paying, you'd be guaranteed some sort of beginner employment.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the biggest issue with it. Is it would be one thing if it were just kind of like a social experience, but you started off neutral. The fact if it's not preparing you for the jobs that you need, and you're
Well,
starting off in this big hole.
I need
then I think
to
that's-
wrap this
that's
up.
not good. I mean, that I think there's going to have to be a reckoning with, and
That's a good point.
people are going to have to kind of figure out whether that makes sense. But I don't know. People, it's sort of been this taboo thing to say of like maybe not everyone needs to go to college, and because there's like a lot of jobs that don't require that, and
Yeah.
but I think people are probably coming to that opinion a little more now than maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Do you think I was just talking earlier?
All right.
With Colin, I think one of your assistants, one of your.
I'm going
sorry,
to
his
end
assistants. What
seeing
classes do you
what
think
Lego
that kids
pieces
should be
needed to
learning
go
now? Because,
where. But
like, with AI
Yeah.
coming
to
along
kind of
and
summarize
technology
what all we
starting
have
to,
going on here,
like,
turn that down.
really multiply itself.
I'm in my Ford Transit Connect, not down by the river, but in my driveway. And we are plugged into a Shoreline. It's plugged into a converter / charger that goes into a 12 cycle deep, or 12 volt deep cycle. And then it powers all of my accessories. I have a 2000 watt inverter that is powering my pocket computer, and it'd be really cool if you could hear my little bug flying behind me. We also have into the A&V stuff. I have a YOLO Live tablet, which is this power, which is where my video is coming from. And then off of the YOLO Live tablet, I have the Insta 360 2 that is in USB mode as a webcam. So I think that's like the perfect thing back here because it's small. Kind of like move around maybe. It might follow me. It was following me a little bit ago, but the little road labs that are real finicky with their wiring, but we got them to work. So and for internet, we are streaming through Starlink, which is a satellite that's right here, and down to a power pack and a router that's in the side here. If you've never heard of so it's direct satellite. So literally, we should be able to do this, what we're doing right now, anywhere. You don't need internet, you don't need power, I have it all in my little van, not down by the river. But to make it official, I do need to put a candy machine in here somewhere, just so when I tell people I have candy in here, I'm not lying. I don't want to be a liar. Lying is behind me. But what time is it? Yeah, it's like 9:45, 9:46. So until next time that I do this, it's pretty cool. So I hope everyone's having a great night. Everyone's happy and healthy.